tonight, who is going to address you with the words of wisdom. An alumnus of Immaculada Concepcion School, he was a consistent honor since grade school until he graduated as salutatorian of LICS High School Batch 1996. As a true blue LICSian, he put into practice the value of respect, courtesy, honesty, integrity, hope, and love, among others. It is not surprising he had become the person he is now, because he continuously lives by these core values. As such, he becomes forever grateful to his alma mater, La Immaculada Concepcion School. After high school, he took up Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and Accountancy at the University of the Philippines in Diliman, Quezon City. His college life deepened his appreciation not only of knowledge, but of wisdom. He graduated from the university in April 2004 and earned his professional license in 2005. His great sense of commitment, hard work, and passion made him work with a few local and multinational companies in various industries like Paula Marquez Benedictus Auditing Firm, Jollibee Worldwide Services, and Pepsi-Cola Products Incorporated. He went on to grow in his professional career and gained more than 10 years cumulative experience in the fields of corporate finance, general accounting, management reporting, business process improvements, software design, and finance operations controllership. His love for learning, which was developed in early life, allowed him to assume many responsibilities and earned him a few promotions, rising to the level of middle manager. At present, he works as Finance Assistant Controller in Conduent International BROHQ, a BPO company providing critical financial services to U.S. clients. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our special guest, Mr. Edgar Zafra.
Thank you, Ms. Rosol, for the very nice introduction. School Director, Mr. Roger Brown. Directress for Academics, Mrs. Susan Michelle Brown. Assistant Principal, Melvin Laurente. Assistant Principal, Roberto Lorete. School Consultant, Dr. Jose de Guzman Jr. Chief Guidance Counselor, Emily Ansrao. 10th Grade Level Coordinator, Mr. Alfred Rivera. 10th Grade Pre-Tech of Discipline, Mrs. Marivic Rasul. School staff and administrators, dear teachers and parents, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Magandang gabi po at malugod ang pagbati po sa inyong lahat. Napakalaking karangalan po sa akin ang maging commencement speaker nyo ngayong gabi. It always feels good to get back to one's alma mater. I have always been proud of our school and all of the things I learned from it. Dito po ako una natuto magtali ng necktie. Hanggang ngayon, napapakinabangan pa rin po. Hindi ko po maganda ang necktie ngayon. Dahil biro lang po. Lumaki ako sa pang-aral ni Mrs. Brown na hindi niyo sa siguro inabot. I am forever grateful for all the good values inculcated in me during my growing up years. These core values always serve as my critical guides to every major decision making in my adult life. LICS provided me with a moral compass that points to the proper direction in our journey called life. Bago ako magsimula sa aking pinakatalumpati, gusto ko lang po ulit magpakilala ulit. Ako po si Edgar Zafra. Pangalawang anak po ako ni Mr. and Mrs. Edgardo and Karina Zafra. Kasama ko rin po rin yung aking father ngayon dito. Like you, dear graduates, I also believe that whatever we achieve in life wouldn't be possible without our parents' unceasing support and sacrifices. Likewise, we all owe a great debt of gratitude to our teachers, our second parents, who also unselfishly shared their knowledge to us to give us the best education that we could have. Thus, I am requesting everyone to give our parents and teachers a big round of applause. Maraming salamat po sa ating mga magulang at mga guro. Okay. Let me share a bit more about myself. Medyo ulitin ko lang po yung kanina. Hindi niyo po masyadong nakakailan. Hindi nakakailan po. I am a CPA po, Certified Public Accountant by profession. It's a profession that's essentially involved in providing or sa other part, auditing the reasonable accuracy of business information. I am a proud Filipino. Mahal ko ang Pilipinas, ang aking kinubuhang lupa. I'm not that much religious, but I consider myself a firm believer of Christianity and the Roman Catholic Church. I graduated from the University of the Philippines with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and Accountancy. From UP, with its motto, Honor and Excellence, is where I learned a deeper appreciation for knowledge and a stronger commitment to integrity and patriotism. Ito po ang maikling buklod ng aking pagkatao. Dito po ako humuhugot ng aking mga ideya at kuro-kuro sa aking makikipagkalastasan. Mr. Rivera invited me to speak before you and talk about that same K-12 learners ready to face life's challenges. My initial thought on it was, wow, what a tough subject to talk about. I don't think anybody has ever written a book on how to live a trouble-free life. Well, neither do I. Neither do I feel that I could talk competently about it. But nevertheless, I take on the challenge and I'll give it my best with a few ideas that I have accumulated in life. There's only one idea that comes to my mind when there's talk about how to help people cope with life's challenges. It's a four-letter word called L-O-V-E. Love. Yes, all we need is love. As what my favorite band, the Beatles, would sing to us. There's nothing you can do that can't be done. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to do in time. It's easy. All you need is love. Love is all you need. Well, I agree. All we need is love. But love, it seems, has never been easy for some of us. and that includes me. We often forget about things that we ought to do in life. Oftentimes we are too engrossed in our own little lives that we forget that life is bigger than all of us. By talking about love a bit more often, hopefully, we'd make a better world for all of us. Thus, I now invite everyone, let's talk about love. One of the wisest civilizations the world has known, the ancient Greeks, have identified 7 types of love. First is agape, also called the divine or compassionate love. Second is eros, or romantic love. Third is a storge, or family love. Fourth is philia, also called friendship or goodwill love. Fifth is philotia, or self-love. Sixth is ludus, or playful love. And lastly, the 7th one is pragma, or committed love. The first 4 in the list are also discussed in the Holy Bible. There is also actually an 8th type, but it is more of love in its perverted form. It's called mania, or obsessive love in layman's term. I will not delve into details about the ancient Greeks' concepts about love, although I may touch upon some of the big ideas in the discussion. Instead, I came up with my own list of ideas about love that, in my view, we as Filipinos often forget to do, especially in these contemporary times. So today, please allow me to share with you the 4 types of love. The love of God, love of self, love of truth and wisdom, and love of country. First of all, let's talk about love in its highest form, that is love of God. Love of God is also called agape in Greek terms. They also view it as the highest form of love. For what more could be greater show of love than by giving life to all creations? We all love our parents for giving birth to us, raising us, and sustaining us through life. What more could we say about our God, who gave life to us and had provided us all our needs to exist on this planet? Thus, in great gratitude, the greatest form of love that man can offer is to love God back. Pero isang katanungan po ang nabubuo sa aking isip. Ano nga ba ibig sabihin natin pag sinasabi natin mahal natin ang Diyos? Paano nga ba dapat natin may pakita na mahal natin ang Diyos? Nagsisimba tayo tuwing linggo, nagkukumpisan ng ating mga kasalanan, parati tayo nagdarasal para sa pasasalamat at kapatawaran ng kasalanan, nag-aalay tayo ng abulay sa simbahan. Tama naman at mabuti ang lahat ng gawain ito. Pero sapat na ba ang lahat ng ito? Hindi kaya meron pa tayong nalilimutan. We humans pride ourselves as the greatest of all God's creations. We are extremely honored that we are created in the image of God, as stated in Genesis chapter 1, verse 27. Tama naman, malaking karangalan talaga na ang tao ay nilikha na kawangis ng Diyos. Ano kaya kung nilikha ang tao na kamukha ng baboy? Ano kaya parang pakiramdam natin ngayon? Siguro yan niya tayo, di ba? Naalala ko tuloy yung lumang joke tungkol sa pagkain ng baboy. Isang araw, nagtanong isang babe sa kanyang nanay, "Ay, bakit ka palagi nakayuko?" Ang sagot ng inay, "Baboy, nahihiya kasi ako anak eh." "Bakit naman po, Nay?" Tanong ulit ng biik. Sagot ng inay, "Baboy, kasi anak, baboy ako eh." Konti na. Yan. Okay po. Balik na ulit tayo sa usapan. What does it really mean when we are created in the image of God? Hanggang physical na kaanyon lang ba yun? Sa akin palagay, hindi. Man is created in the image of God. This talks not only of our physical features as human, because God is always good. Let it also remind us of the inherent goodness that is all within us. Don't forget the goodness that we are all capable of showing. In other words, don't forget to love. When we say that we love God, let us remind ourselves that it's also a commitment to doing good deeds in our lives. It's our eternal promise to love our neighbors, to protect the environment, and take care of all God's creations. So, dear graduates, may request lang ako sa inyo. Could you raise your right hand, please? Ang hindi magtaas ng kamay, hindi bibigyan ng diploma. I'll tap the person to your right. Ulitin niyo pa yung sasabihin ko. Nangangako ako. Maninindigan ako. Para sa kabutihan. Ayun, taas mo natin yung kaliwang kamay. Tapilin mo natin ang katabi natin sa kaliwa. Sabihin naman ninyo, talaga? Ang bait mo naman, pwede pa utang. Balikan mo tayo sa usapan. Let's go ahead and discuss the next kind of love. Ayon po sa Matthew chapter 12, verse 30 and 31. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. And love your neighbor as yourself. There is no commandment greater than this. Sabi sa utos, mahalin lang natin ang ating kapwa, kaya ng pagmamahal natin sa sarili. Hindi sinabi na kalimutan natin ang ating sarili. Madalas kapag nagmamahal tayo, nakakalimutan natin ang sarili natin. Panay lang ang bigay. Pero hindi lang ito sa sumugot, ha? Mas makakabuti po na magtira palagi para sa sarili at iwasan ng mga bunso. Kahit po sa ating pamilya, minsan marapat na samahan natin ng konting paalala na pag may nakikita tayong kalabisan sa sitwasyon. Pagbibigyan pa rin po natin, pero lakipan po natin ng ilang paalala paminsan-minsan. Minsan lakipan natin ng pagmamahal, yung sobre. Life is full of challenges. It is a never-ending cycle of struggle and triumph. Masanay po tayo sa katotohanan ng buhay. Pag tayo magpapatalo sa problema, there is always hope because God is always present in our lives. We often feel problematic only because we forget the presence of God in our lives. But He is always there for us. He will send us help in due time. Let us always remember that heaven will send people in our lives to help us cope with our problems. May advance party pa nga eh. Di ba nariyan palagi ang magulang at pamilya natin para damayan tayo? Ilang beses na rin ako nakaranas ng pagsubok sa buhay. Unang beses po nung nag-aaral pa ako ng college. Muntik na akong maging suma. 10 taon po sa UP. Opo. Isa po yan sa pinakadam na eksena sa buhay ko. Umagsak din po ang self-esteem ko sa pag-aaral. Pumasok din sa isip ko, akala ko sadyang mahina ako sa maraming bagay. Ang totoo pala, matigas lang ang ulo ko at kinukulang ako sa tiyaga. Buti na lang, tinamaan din ako ng konsensya at pag-aalala para sa pamilya namin. Nung college din kasi ako, kasabay na may problema ang pinansyal pamilya namin. Pero sa awa ng Diyos, may dumating na tao sa buhay namin pamilya at malaki ang itulong upang kami ay makaahon sa halos isang dekada naming pagpupunyagin. Never ever lose hope. Keep composure and never stray from doing what is good. God is always watching us and He'll guide us through our struggles. Just always pray, reflect on our actions, be humble always, and never fear to admit mistakes. That way, God will bless us and He will always be within our reach. For emphasis, hiramin ko po muna ang ilang salita mula sa isang sikat na kanta ngayon. Ang kantang Hayaan Mo Sila na ex-battalion. May iba lang ng konti. At actually, isa lang. Kalimutan mo na yan. Sige, maglibang. Huwag ka magpakahibang. Dapat ang itawa lang. Ang problema sa buhay, dapat hindi iniinda. So, dear graduates, please your right hand again and tap the person to your right. Sabihin ninyo, huwag ka papapekto sa mga pagsubok ng buhay. Hayaan mo sila. Focus ka lang sa paggawa ng mabuti. Now raise your left hand and tap the person to your left. Sabihin naman ninyo, wawambayin mo naman kaibigan. Pwede hayaan mo na rin lang yung utang ko sa'yo. Okay, balik po tayo. Let me now talk about a different kind of love. It is the kind of love that very few people around the world fail to show, especially during in our current times termed as the post-truth era. I am referring to the love of truth and wisdom. Ancient Greeks actually has a term for it, and they called it philosophy. From the words philo, or love, and sophia, or wisdom. Thus, it literally means love of wisdom. Baka kabuti po na gayahin natin ang mga Griego pagdating sa kanilang pagpapahalaga sa kaalaman at karunungan. Di naman lingid siguro sa iba sa atin dito ang isa sa malaking problema kinakarap ng mundo ngayon. Yung fake news o yung pagpapakalat ng maling impormasyon na may layunin magpaglinlang ng kapwa. Alam ko po na medyo sensitive ang paksang ito, kaya mauna na rin ang humingi ng sorry kung may ma-open man ako sa sasabihin ko. Hindi ko intensyon na makasakit ng kapwa, layunin ko lang po makapagpaliwanag. Kung naalala natin kanina, ay lahat ko ng bahagi ng pagpakita ng ating pagmamahal sa Diyos ay ang paninindigan sa gawaing mabuti. Ang pagkilala at paggalang sa katotohanan ay bahagi ng paggawa ng mabuti. Knowing and standing up for the truth is a prerequisite for serving the good. Walang kasinungalingan na nagdudulot ng mabuti sa kalaunan. Flat Earth believers, anti-vaccine proponents, climate change deniers, and historical revisionists. These are a few of the current scourge of disinformation spreading right now. Naituro na sa atin ang katotohanan tungkol sa mga bagay na ito. Walang dahilan para pasubalian ang mga kaalamang matagal na napatunayan sa scientific na paraan.
Okay
Tutulog
na?
lamang
Okay na?
ng pamamakan basta lang paniniwala sa mga ito. Dahil nasa anti-vaccine. Kapag tinigal ang pagbabakuna, hindi malayang mangyari na lumaganap ulit maraming nakakapatay na sakit. Millions of lives were saved because of vaccination. It will be an act of serious negligence if we allow preventable diseases to spread again. Sunod po, climate change deniers. Kung itatanggi natin ang pangyayaring climate change, maaaring maraming tao o gobyerno sa buong mundo ang magpapabaya at pagtuloy sa gawaing nakakasira ng kalikasan. Tayo mga Pilipino, para sa ibang tao sa mundo, ang mas nakakaalam ng totoo tungkol sa climate change. Dahil ilang beses na tayo nakakaranas ng malalakas na bagyo at matitinding tagtuyot. Pangatlo po, historical revisionism. History, as we read or read in our books, are not mere stories concocted by just anybody. Writing history is a serious discipline. It is researched, validated, debated by a group of academicians. Ang pagsusulat po ng kasaysayan ay isang marangal na propesyon. Hindi po yan basta-basta na ilalako ng kung sino man. Yung huli po, flat earth believers. Ito po hindi ko nagagawas maisip talaga. Pero delikado rin na maniniwala sa flat earth theory. Naniniwala ba sa flat earth dito? Bubuti wala nagtaas. Okay. Baka matakot ay ibang tao na maglakbay sa pangamba ng bigla na sila mahulog sa outer space. If the earth is flat, who will dare venture into travel? Millions of vehicles, ships, and airplanes might fall over to the edge of the planet. Kaya babala po sa ating lahat, huwag tayo basta-basta naniniwala sa mga nababasa sa internet o naririnig sa mga kwentuhan. Guilty din ako dito minsan. Pero mas aware na ako ngayon at nagiging madalas rin ang mag-verify muna ng facts. Let's make it a habit to verify facts. We need to do it for our protection, for we risk our health, security, or even the future of the next generation. So, dear graduates, please raise your right hand again and tap the person to your right. Sabihin ninyo, maninindigan ako parati sa katotohanan. Hindi na ako basta-basta magpapautok kanino man. Now raise your left hand and tap the person to your left. Sabihin naman ninyo, ang galing mo naman talaga. Ako rin may pangako. Magbabayad talaga ako ng utang sa iyo. Okay. Punta na po tayo sa ang huli. Pang-apat. I remember a discussion on a subject I took up in UP. The subject was called Social Science School. I particularly remember a lecture of our professor about personality. According to that lecture, a person's personality is composed of two parts, the individual and the collective identities. Ang bawat isa sa atin ay binubuo ng dalawang pagkatao, ang ating personal at kolektibo pagkatao. Ang individual o personal na pagtao ay binubuo ng ating katangian tulad ng kasarian, ang ating pinag-aralan, paboritong libangan, at iba pa. Ang kolektibong pagkatao naman ay tumutukoy sa ating katangian bilang Pilipino, ang ating mga kaugalian, tradisyon at kultura. We seldom encounter any issues with our personal or individual identity. Oftentimes, we see ourselves investing time and effort to continually improve ourselves. We go to school to learn new skills. We read magazines to learn about smart dressing. We learn a new hobby to find better use of our free time. However, for some people, especially as Filipinos, we tend to forget about our collective identity. Madalas nakakalimutan natin pagpapalaga sa ating bayan. Malinis tayo sa ating mga bahay, pero paglabas natin sa lansangan, kung saan lang tayo nagtatapon ng ating mga basura. Huwag sana natin kalimutan gumawa rin ng tama at mabuti para sa ating bayan. Huwag kalimutan ng bayan. Sundin ang batas sa lahat ng oras. Tumawid sa tamang tawiran. Magbayad ng tamang buwis. Disiplinahin po natin ang ating mga sarili. Gumawa ng tama kahit walang nakakakita. Umiwas sa mali kahit walang nanguhuli. That is the hallmark of true discipline. Huwag kalimutan ng bayan. Pakialam tayo at alamin ang mga suliraning patlipunan. Alamin natin ang mga isyu ng bayan. Imulat natin ang ating kamalayan tungkol sa bayan. Pagsuri, pakialam, at pakilahok sa ating pamamahala sa ating mga sarili. Kapag namulat na sa katotohanan, kasalanan na ang pumigit pagmuli. Huwag kalimutan ng bayan. Tayo ay nabubuhay dahil sa dugot pawis ng mga nauna sa atin at ng mga kababayan natin na patuloy na naglilingkod para sa bayan. Huwag tayo magbulag-bulagan sa laganap pa rin na paghihikaw sa ating mga kababayan. Kaya natin, sila rin na nagbabayad ng buwis. Buwis na patumbas ng pawis at dugo para sa kapakinabangan nating lahat. Nagsasakripisyo din sila kahit na mas mahirap para sa kanilang kalagayan. I know it's not easy, but we have to do it. It is not only for our own sake, but also for the next generation. Mahalin natin ang ating kapwa, gaya ng pagmamahal natin sa ating sarili. Huwag kalimutan ng bayan. Bumoto po tayo ng tama. Isipin din natin ang kapakanan na mahihirap nating kababayan kapag bumoboto tayo. Also, let it not end with just voting. We must remain vigilant and hold our public officials accountable at all times. Ang pagboto po ay magpapahiram lamang ng tiwala, hindi po ito ipinamimigay. Bawiin ang tiwala kapag may maabuso. Marami naman pong mapayapang paraan para ipahayag ng ating mga hinaing. So dear graduates, kayo taas po lahat ng kanang kamay. And tap the person to your right. Sabihin nyo, simula ngayon, kung katapatan ko akong magmamahal sa ating bayan. Now raise your left hand po. Tap the person to your left. Sabihin na po natin, tunay kang kahanga-hanga kabayan. Magbabayad na ako ng utang sa susunod na linggo. Okay. We've come to the last part of my talk. To sum up and further illuminate on the points raised, I am borrowing a few words from an esteemed professor, a respected businessman, and a favorite local man, bukod sa XP. Really, Professor Albert Einstein once shared his thoughts about success, and thus he quipped, "Try not to become a man of success. Rather, become a man of value." Really wise and socket words from the great professor. And I'd like to add some more ideas to build on it. Success is usually measured by money, the currency of material wealth. However, becoming a man of value is measured by a different currency, and that is love. Next, I'd like to share the words from a world-esteemed businessman and industry visionary. Here is what he said. What is the most expensive bed in the world? Sick bed. You can employ someone to drive the car for you, make money for you, but you cannot have someone to bear the sickness for you. Material things lost can be found. The above quoted words comes from Steve Jobs. It is also oftentimes called the deathbed speech. It was Mr. Jobs in a very rare emotional moment. He was reflecting on the life that he had lived, and also the one that in his own realization is about to live. He essentially reiterated what most of us have already heard several times. Narinig na rin po talaga natin yun. That all material things that we have gathered, we cannot bring when we pass on to the next life. Finally, I'd like to leave a few words from a song by one of my favorite local bands during the 1990s. Batang 90s ako. Ang title ng kanta ay At Nakalimutan ng Diyos. Ang lumikha at tumugtog na kanta ay ang bandang The Woods. Basahin ko po. Dito ba sa mundo, ano ang tunay na kailangan? Ang magpakasarap at magkamit ng kayamanan? Ano mang kayamanan, akala mo'y walang hangganan. Darating ang panahon, yan ay iyong iiwan. Ang demokrasya at kalayaan ay nakasalalay sa ating kakayahan na pigilin at kontrolin ang pagnanasa at mga gawain. Kaya ano bang gusto mo na magpapasaya sa iyo? Ito po ang karayangan sa pamumuhay. Malaking bahay, magandang kotse, maraming pera, magandang asawa, may mga anak, magandang damit, masarap na pagkain, sikat na sikat kasi may pangalan, pero nakalimutan ng Diyos. Dito na lamang po, magandang gabi ulit. Maraming salamat.